So this is a 9-inch pastry dish, but oh no, Joseph's been a little bit of an idiot and he's only got 7 inches worth of pastry. Now if I were to spread this 7 inches worth of pastry onto this 9-inch dish, it's not going to start from the start, which is trouble falling asleep. It's not going to reach the end, which is trouble staying awake until the morning. Or you're going to have loads of holes and gaps in the middle, which is very poor quality fragmented sleep. Now, if I were to take this 9-inch dish and shrink it down to 7 inches, this 7 inches worth of pastry is going to fit onto this 7-inch dish absolutely perfectly. And this is in essence, got a lot of flour on my hands, how bedtime restriction works. So you're not actually reducing the amount of sleep you're getting. What you are doing is reducing the opportunity of sleep that you are giving your brain just to improve the quality of your sleep. So people with insomnia, they often spend far too long in bed because they've taught their brain that in order to get the sleep that they want, they need to spend longer and longer trying to get it and use loads of force and loads of effort to try and get it. All this does is fragments your sleep drive. I talk about sleep drive in loads of my other videos. Unregulates your body clock. Again, videos on this. I'm actually going to provide some links in the comment section so you can find these videos. And it teaches your brain an incredibly poor pattern of sleep. So by giving your sleep a very predetermined window, telling your brain, if you want to get the sleep it needs, there's no 9am, there's no napping, you have to get the 6.5 hours of sleep that you need, and it needs to be between, let's say, midnight and 6:30 a.m. Very quickly, your sleep becomes far more predictable, far more regular. So people with insomnia, it's not like they never sleep, it's just that their sleep is incredibly fragmented, it's incredibly poor quality. Your nights are punctured with a huge amount of wakefulness, there's a huge amount of anxiety, stress and worry when you're in bed, and it's like you're playing sleep Russian roulette every single night. So by making your sleep very predictable, telling the brain that the only time it can sleep is in a very predetermined window, not only does this physiologically rebuild your pattern of sleep, when after, say, 10 years of insomnia, you've spent years fighting, forcing, pleading with sleep, trying to do everything you possibly can in order to try and fall asleep. And within a week of doing bedtime restriction, you literally cannot keep your eyes open. And as soon as your head hits the pillow, you're out like that. Or if you go to bed and instead of waking up multiple times throughout the night, you sleep through to the morning, or for the first time in years, you sleep through to your alarm. What this does is teaches your brain that there's nothing wrong with you, there's nothing wrong with your ability to sleep, and it builds your confidence up around your innate ability to sleep. So really it does two things. It helps rebuild your pattern of sleep, and it helps to change your cognition around your sleep. When you start doing this incredibly powerful technique, when you realize that the brain will get the sleep it needs, that it will be predictable, that it will come when you want it to come, you become far more relaxed about your sleep. You become far less anxious around it. And then you just start letting go of your sleep as well. So insomnia is really driven by two things. It's driven by a poor pattern of sleep, but it's also driven by the obsession, the worry, the anxiety around sleep, the association with the bed being a place of anxiety, stress, worry, and wakefulness. And bedtime restriction helps to deal with all of these things. If you want a step-by-step, week-by-week guide that will show you exactly how to set your own sleep windows and do your own bedtime restriction, if you have a look in the comment section of this video, I've copied and pasted a section from my amazing book, which has sold thousands of copies and helped thousands of people sleep, in the comment section of this video. So have a look there, start doing it today, and I guarantee 1-2 weeks you're going to completely transform your sleep. Next video I've got queued up is my approach to CBTI, and so if you want to carry on watching more of these videos, have a look at this bad boy here.